Hey everybody, welcome to the Waldock Way. I'm Jessica, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys an Usborne haul with a road trip in mind. So for the Thanksgiving holidays, we will be traveling 8 hours one way, so a 16-hour round trip. But we're going to be going with family, so there's going to be 5 of us in a vehicle instead of the 3 people that we're used to. So that means we're going to have less space. So I had to come up with things that would keep Emily busy on the drive, but would not take up a lot of room. Knowing that Osborne has a ton of activity-based stuff, I called up my local book lady and said, hey, I need some help. She helped me put together a wish list, and then these are the things that I ended up purchasing that I'm going to share with you today. So the first thing I picked up was the 100 things for little children to do on a trip. And now what that is 50 Wipe Clean cards. So you get the Wipe Clean cards and the Wipe Clean pen. And they have things like tic-tac-toe, create a car, a spotting game, so you spot these different things while you're on your trip, a circle hunt, so you circle all the circles in the picture, a garden maze, 4 in a row, so another game, and then spotting the differences. So tons of activities, and these cards are double-sided, so it's 50 cards. The other thing that I grabbed along those same lines was the animal doodles. Again, it is 50 cards that are Wipe Clean, and it comes with the Wipe Clean pen. And it has things like using this shape to design an animal with some examples on the side, use these shapes to draw meerkats, add wings and stripes to the bees. Oh, this one's upside down, but it's an animal do-a-dot. So you would do the do-a-dots and it would be an animal when you were done. Just things like that. Now, I know a lot of people take a few of the cards, like 7 or 8, and they hole punch them and put a binder ring in them for traveling. But I, of course, I'm going to use one of these photo boxes that I love so much because one entire box and a pen fits perfectly inside one. So this is how they will be traveling with us. So I'll have 2 of these boxes. Another thing I picked up was the Usborne Travel Pocket Doodle and Coloring Book. Now this is about 130 pages full of doodling and coloring. It's quite small. As you can see, it's about the size of the palm of your hand. I would say maybe a 4x4. And it's just full of fun doodle and coloring options. The other thing that I picked up was the Usborne Travel Activity Pad. Now there's actually 2 different options. There's an activity pad and there's a game pad. And I really liked both of them. The game pad though is mostly 2-player games or more. So you need 2 or more players to play each one. So it's things like tic-tac-toe, 4 in a row, hangman. It's just full of games like that. So I knew that she would always have to have somebody else to play those with her, where most of these are individual activities and there's a few that are games. So it was less of a commitment of another person to buy this one. So that's what we ended up with. Now this, again, is quite small. It's only about half of a sheet of paper, maybe like 5x7, 5x8. And each of the pages, because it's a pad, can just be ripped right out. So you can either leave it in the book or rip the page out and give the pages to your child one at a time. Or if you have multiple children, you could rip them out and give each child different pages. So that's kind of cool too. There's things that you can cut out and fold, like there's fortune tellers and airplanes, there's drawing and activities, there's quizzes, crossword puzzles, tons of fun. There's 180 pages in that one too. Another thing I picked up was the little sticker Dolly dressing snow princesses. Emily loves these little sticker Dolly dressing books, and again, they're small. They're about half of a sheet of paper. And what I love, or the 2 things I love, is one, that even after you've dressed the dolls, you still have a story. So it still ends up being a storybook about snow princesses. And the stickers are perforated. So you can rip 1 page of stickers out at a time and give them to your child, and it keeps the mess contained a little bit more than just giving them the stickers to flip back and forth or all of the pages at once. So she's going to love this because she absolutely loves these sticker books. The largest thing as far as size that I purchased was the big Wipe Clean activity book. It's only about the size of a piece of paper, and it's really not that thick, but it is the largest thing I purchased, mainly because it is Wipe Clean and because there were so many different activities. So it has doodles, dot to dots, mazes, and more. And because it can wipe clean, she can wipe it clean and do it on the way back if she's done it on the way up. Now this did come with Wipe Clean pens. There was a black one and a red one. I've already actually thrown those in my bag though, but it does come with those. The last thing I grabbed for our trip was a Shine the Light book because we will actually be driving up in the evening, so it's probably going to be dark. And while we hope she sleeps for most of the trip, that might not be the case. So I grabbed the Secrets of Winter since we're heading into winter, and this kind of had some animals in the winter and snow. And the way the Shine the Light books work, I'm probably not going to be able to do it very well, but you would read this on this page, and then you would use a flashlight. Let's see if I can show you. And you would shine your flashlight just enough that if you can see through the page and see a snowflake. So then when you turn the page, it would tell you more about that snowflake. So it's a really fun, interactive book, and it'll be a great way for her to use her flashlight in the back seat. So that's it. That is my Usborne haul for our upcoming road trip. Now, obviously, we will also be taking her tablet with educational apps on it, and I have my phone loaded with audiobooks. We have an Audible account, so we have probably 7 or 8 books on there that we haven't read yet. Then I'll also be taking 3 or 4 chapter book read-alouds to read aloud in the car if she'd like, because she tends to want that when she's getting sleepy. So there will be tons of other things for her to do. But as far as activities, these will be the activities she has, and it's just enough that it'll fit in a small bag, either at her feet or right next to her in the car. If you have road trip tips, I would love to hear them, so please leave them in the comments down below.